Moving on to the last comment here.
Yeah.
Comment on the Safe Families podcast with Jen Gamanshi, episode 27. I quote, "She mentioned that part of the issue is that there's no strong father figures in families. I think she's partly right, but we can't ignore the elephant in the room, which is that there's an entitled feminist stronghold in women and that men do not like it.
No pun intended.
Men can be strong for any woman. But the minute the woman pushes back and shows to be more of a leader and stronger than the man, and a lot of men will push back, hence why a lot of men also step out of their relationships because women are far too headstrong, disrespectful, and willing to lead when they should be submitting and allowing for the man to lead." That's a heavy comment. A lot to be said there. I think it's
a two-way street.
Yeah, it's a two-way street. There's definitely men abdicating on their responsibilities, and there's definitely women that are abdicating on their responsibilities and not being.
My belief is it's mostly men abdicating.
Well, it starts with the man, right? We're called to lead. God made a.
If you look in churches, like in evangelical church, or I would just say in churches that I've been a part of the last 20 years, often it's just the fact that women are just doing good things and they're working hard and they're like, so like you could say, well, yeah,
I don't know. I don't think that's true. I think there's it's not like women are less sinful, or like less, doing their thing, but there is like
a lot of time what I've seen is they care more about their kids' faith and they care more about
but if
spirituality in the home.
They're also being bitter and angry and like
lots are not
are gossiping. I mean, there's lots of men that aren't either. I'm just saying that it's everyone has to be responsible for themselves. And Gary just completely gone again because his phone.
My wife, right? I had to have my phone on. She said, "Do not turn your phone off during the podcast."
Good thing we didn't have the lockbox today.
I'd be interesting to hear a woman's perspective on that.
Yes. Well, I did say in the last episode that Nicole was.
Was it a woman's question, or was it a guy?
I can't remember. It was.
Okay.
I'll have to look it up.
Be curious to know.
That's written by a guy. That sounds like a guy. That's definitely a guy. How that's written?
Not necessarily.
Let's see. I said Nicole
sounds like an angry man too.
I said Nicole was going to be on today. It didn't work out because I wanted to talk about some of the political stuff since this is going to be the last one before the election. So,
any other thoughts on the election?
No.
The world will carry on, irregardless of who's voted in.
God's in control.
God's in control.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, putting the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.